Hi there, welcome to the channel. I'm Mrs. R. Let's do some math. Today we're working on multi-step inequalities. Now, basically this is taking all the strategies we used in multi-step equations and applying it in an inequality where we have a couple of extra things to think about. Now remember, the things to think about with the inequalities is when you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip. And then a lot of times with those inequalities, you're going to have to graph your solution instead of just stating it. But the multi-step solving part works just the same way as our equations did. So I'm going to rewrite these so I have some space to work. Now you have lots of options on things to do first. Like, let's do something crazy. Let's subtract the 7 first. Y'all thought I was going to distribute the 5, didn't you? Uh, 127 minus 7 is 120. And then shoot, let's get real crazy and divide both sides by 5. It's probably not the step you would take, but I'm going to do it because that's the beauty of algebra. You can do anything you want as long as you do it to both sides. Now, some strategies or steps are more helpful than others, but I already saw this is going to work out nicely. So 120 divided by 5 is 24. And now we can subtract the 6. And we get 3r equals 18. 3r is greater than or equal to 18. We'll divide by 3. Now here's where we need to be careful again. We did a dividing step here and a dividing step here, but none of them were negative. We divided by a positive 5 and now we're dividing by a positive 3. So we're good. We don't need to flip the inequality sign. Just always remember to double check that. So then we get r greater than or equal to 6. So there you go. We have solved it. We know that r is greater than or equal to 6. Now we just need to graph the solution. So we'll come back up to our number line. There's our 6. We are going to use the solid circle, and we need the r's that are greater than, so we're going to shade to the right. And now we have our other example. So I'm going to rewrite again so I have some room to work. And this time we have some simplifying we need to do on each side before we start working with both sides together. I see some like terms that I can combine. So negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. So those will combine to be negative 6x. And then on the right-hand side, we have more like terms, negative 5x plus 7x. So we'll add negative 5 plus 7, and that'll get us 2x. And now I would prefer to keep my terms positive when I can, especially my terms with the variable. So I'm going to add 6x to both sides. You could, in theory, subtract the 2x, but then you'd have some negatives to worry about, and you'd have to deal with flipping that inequality when you finally divided. But this way we have a positive number with our x, so when I divide, it's a positive, and I don't even have to worry about that crazy rule. We just get that negative 2 is less than x. There's our solution, and we'll go ahead and plot it on the graph. Now that is strictly less than, so open circle, and the negative 2 is less than all the x's, so that means the x's are on the right side. And really, that's all there is to multi-step inequalities. The hard part really is doing the multi-step solving. Then you just remember, watch out for dividing by those negatives or multiplying by those negatives. And you just have to remember to put it on the graph once you have your solution set. So that's really it. Thank you so much for watching this video on solving multi-step inequalities. If the video was helpful for you, please hit like, and that'll help us get our videos out to more people. And if you still have questions or there's another concept you'd like to see us make a video out of, please just leave a comment and we'll get that going as quick as possible. But that's it for today. I'm Mrs. R, and this has been Me Doing Math. See y'all next time.